If Dr. Barry, if I were to sum up this book for Dr. Barry, I'd sum it up as a description of many of the ways in which language is used to perpetrate negative stereotypes and characterizations on different classes of people, and how this is usually done oftentimes pretty sneakily, but oftentimes it's pretty overt. It's not too crafty, the ways in which people use language to often dehumanize or other another group of people. And that's very powerful. The ability of language to make another person seem like an other. When you do that, you create this void between you and the person you are describing. It's hard to be able to disrespect someone when you look at them as a human being made in the image of God. Though the image of God isn't expressly mentioned in this book, it seems like everything ties back to the fact that language is extremely powerful. You can use it to build or you can use it to destroy. Bosmajian describes how it's very easy to destroy or tarnish another group of people if you make them out to be different. And you emphasize not the similarities and the commonalities, emphasize the differences. It's a very common trope used in movies that many times people fear what they don't understand. And when they can't grasp you, when they can't quantify you, when they can't read you fully, there's a level of fear, because understanding breeds trust. It breeds a sense of sameness. An example I found very interesting was one where it described, so African Americans, what they would do, according to Bosmajian, is they would describe them as subhuman, vermin, savages. When you give off that connotation, the connotation behind a savage is that they're primal, they're primed to be aggressive, that they are incapable of rational thought. And when you perpetuate that, coupled alongside the fact that you are preventing these people from having adequate resources and access to education, you make that stereotype seem true. You make it seem like they are savages, like they are incapable, when really you've created blockades that fit the narrative you're trying to push, right? And then another prime example is with the Nazis and what they did to the Jews, the smear campaign against them. They called them parasites and vermin, right? So there was this heavy emphasis on making Jews out to be this parasitic entity that was leeching off of the German host. And parasite, the connotation behind that word is a small little organism that is sucking the life out of a host organism. And that is really hard for anyone to try to take parasite and make it sound pretty. In no way, shape, or form is the word parasite ever used to describe something beautiful. Oh, you're such a parasite. Thanks, I guess. No, it's like you're leeching off of somebody. If you were to say that to somebody, they're not going to take it as a compliment. So language has been used to dehumanize people by making them seem like a foreign agent, making them seem like they are dangerous and they will ruin you if you get too close. That's the power of language that Bosmajian seems to emphasize.